Situationships. When you're involved with someone, you're giving your energy. You don't even know where it's going. You don't even know if you're for sure going to be with this person. Maybe on your end, you don't want to commit, or maybe they don't want to commit. This is how the devil uses almost relationships to keep you distracted from your purpose. The enemy doesn't always use obvious sin to derail you. Sometimes he uses almost love. Almost relationships, the ones that look right, feel deep, sound promising, but never lead to covenant. They come with chemistry, but no clarity, consistency, but no commitment, emotion, but no purpose. And yet they take your time, they drain your focus, and they blur your discernment. The person makes you emotionally invest in what has no future. The enemy knows how to give you just enough hope to keep you stuck. He'll make the connection feel real, the communication consistent, the moments meaningful, but the direction unclear. You keep asking questions like, what are we? You keep waiting for clarity that never comes, praying for confirmation that God already gave you, this isn't it, or this isn't for you. Proverbs 4:23 says, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. So when your heart is tied to what isn't going anywhere, your purpose quietly stalls. The situationship keeps you busy with someone who isn't building anything eternal. The enemy doesn't need you to fall. He just needs you distracted. He'll send someone who makes you feel seen, but not sharpened. Someone who holds your hand, but not your calling. Someone who gives you company, but costs clarity. You start pouring emotional energy into a situationship that produces no fruit. And while you're busy trying to fix what isn't broken, just wrong, you lose your time that could have been spent becoming who God called you to be. The situationship reawakens your need for validation. Your almost relationships feed your ego, but starve your spirit. You start finding your worth in texts, compliments, and the illusion of being desired. But validation is a cheap substitute for value. Because when the connection fades, you'll feel empty again. And that's exactly how the enemy keeps the cycle going. Galatians 1:10. Am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? If the enemy can keep you chasing validation, he can keep you distracted from transformation. Your situationship makes you settle for emotional fulfillment instead of spiritual assignment. You tell yourself, at least they're better than the last one, or maybe I can help them grow. Oh, that's the best one. Yeah, I'll fix them. But deep down, you know that the connection is not kingdom and it's just comfortable. The devil doesn't mind if you're in a good relationship as long as it's not a God relationship. Because if it's not rooted in divine purpose, it will eventually uproot your peace. Godly purpose requires godly partnership, and almost relationships, aka situationships, keep you too entangled to see that clearly. He uses confusion to numb your discernment. When you stay too long in an almost relationship, your spirit grows dull. You stop hearing God clearly because your emotions are louder than his whispers. You start asking him to bless what he's trying to end, and confusion becomes your new normal. 1 Corinthians 14 says, for God is not the author of confusion, but he is the author of peace. Where there is no peace, there is no confirmation, only distraction dressed as desire. The devil uses situationships to waste your energy, blur your focus, and keep you emotionally busy so you never fully step into purpose. But when God interrupts, he's not punishing you. He's protecting your assignment. He's cutting ties with what kept you stagnant so you can move freely into what's next. So don't let emotional attachments keep you from eternal assignments, because what you lose in an almost relationship can never compare to what you gain in alignment. Romans 12:2. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, situationships left and right, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will.